Welcome to the Zero to Hero Challenge. This is the trading challenge where I take a fresh new 50K growth account from the eval stage to the funded stage, and then obviously from funded to payout. And I will only trade this account live on stream during the London session on Tradeify TV. And I will document this entire journey and actually show you the loss days, the profit days, and overall how many tries it's gonna take me to go from eval to funded and then to payout. So let's have some fun. All right, so I did just buy my 50K growth account, which is gonna be a Project X account. And as you can see here, when I go to my dashboard, fresh new account is currently at 0. Obviously the target for that account is 3,000. Once we reach $3,000, this account is actually gonna be a funded account. So next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open Project X because I need to sign some agreements here, and that will automatically open my Project X as it should be. As you can see, I have one account, right? This 50K growth account. I do not trade the DOM, so I can get rid of the DOM. Literally the only thing I need is at time and sales. I don't really need either. I just need the order panel here. I'm mostly going to be trading NQ anyways, so I'm just going to set it to NQ as standard. That's pretty much it. Going to trade this account with mini. As you can see, maximum daily loss limit is $1,250. Obviously, max loss limit is $2,000. And then the target that we're aiming for is $3,000 to get this account funded. All right, and with that, we're pretty much ready for the first trading session. So let's get into it. NQ, what the hell, NQ? Don't run without us. Don't run without us before we start the challenge. Let's go for it. Daily charts on NQ. What did we do? Well, basically, I said on Tuesday, 23rd of September, I said it is time for consolidation, and we're currently getting that, right? Made a little bit of a retracement, tried to come back up, are now coming down. So this is starting to look like a very, very nice consolidation zone, right? Something like this, and then we might see a breakout in either direction, which is going to be interesting. But for today, I mean, we had our open at 24,843.50. Made a little bit of an upwick here up to 75 and are now moving down. The total range for the day is pretty big already. If we look at this, total range is 215 points. 215 points is a lot for overnight session. We took out an important level here, which is what I was actually aiming for, weekly open and also previous day low, as well as previous week mid. This was an important zone. We spoke about that yesterday, and we just absolutely slammed through that, which is kind of crazy. Next important level to the downside is actually right about here. So I'm very interested in seeing what happens at this level where we're at right now. Are we gonna just fall through it? If we do, then the next important level is gonna be the bottom of this zone at 24,581. And then the down wick that we have made here on Friday, the 26th of September. So these are the key levels that I'm looking for if we go further down, but I do expect at a certain point it's gonna stop and it's gonna reverse, maybe even V-shaped recovery. All right, London Open has happened. Ding, 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 ding. Big Ben has rang and we are good to go. So let's see where this market takes us. As said, I'm gonna be very, very patient on a day like this. Where we already got a major move. I do want to see a clean setup before I do anything. Unfortunately today we are flat. We didn't take any trades. I mean, look at this. NQ dropped prior to UK market open, dropped from 24,727 down to 630, so almost a 100-point drop, and then just consolidated. So there were no setups present, just pure consolidation. Same thing with ES, right? Just consolidation. Gold actually, in the meantime, made new all-time highs here. New all-time high now at 3913.2, and oil made a little bit of a move up, but no setups for me. So we go on to day 2. Welcome to another London session stream. It's October 2nd, and that means it is day 2 of the Zero to Hero challenge. Let's analyze NQ first. What happened on NQ? Made a new all-time high during the overnight session, which is always interesting, right? Pretty much exactly what we expected. Yesterday, we actually had a extremely ideal candle 2 closure for continuation setup. So I do expect that today is another continuation day, another expansion day to the upside. Ding, 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 ding. Big Ben is calling and the London session is open. We also have a setup for a long on oil. Looks something like this. Stop below here and we would target the monthly open, quarterly open. I'm in an oil long. This is the first trade we're taking on the 0 to hero challenge. I'm gonna do it with 2 minis actually.
Order filled.
We have our first trade. Monthly open is the final target, so 6246. Actually, we're gonna set it up 4. Target 1 is here. Let's see where this takes us. All right, that marks day 2. We took 1 trade in oil today, which unfortunately was a loser, but that's okay. We had 0.33 loss on this with 2 minis, which is a $612 loser. All right, so why did I take this trade in the first place? I mean, we rejected previous day mid 3 times, right? 1, 2, 3. Came down back to daily open and rejected that with a very, very strong push. Had 2 very clean 5-minute candles. Now, on the hourly, we swept the previous 1 hour low and not only closed within its range, but closed pretty strong within its range and had a nice change in state of delivery once we closed through this candle. So as soon as the second 5-minute candle closed, I entered the trade long, but immediately got pulled into drawdown. It looked very good once we rejected the candle body low here at 61.73, got the strong push up, got through our break-even point, and I was expecting it to push further. However, again, we got a strong push to the downside, and ultimately after a lot of consolidation, we got stopped out. I was in this trade for 1 hour and 40 minutes, only for it to get stopped out at a max loss. But hey, that's completely fine. We're back at it tomorrow and on to day 3. This is day 3 of the 0 to hero challenge. All right, let's first analyze NQ, starting from the daily. Today we had daily open at 25.101. We made a little bit of a down move to 75 and then pushed up pretty nicely to make new all-time highs, and I set new all-time highs now at 25.192. This is candle 2, this is candle 3, this is candle 4. So today I still expect a little bit of expansion. However, it could be that this was already it, right? And that we're gonna retrace. I mean, at a certain point we have to retrace. After rejecting previous month high yesterday, or like bouncing off previous month high yesterday, we've had a nice and steady push pretty much on NQ. This current hour that we're in has swept the previous hour's low, right, and is now pushing higher. So this is pretty much an ideal candle 2 closure for the fractal model setup. So we might get a long right off the bat here when London opens. Me personally, I think we are going to push straight from here. And once this hourly candle closes, I will go long and I will trade into these all-time highs. It looks very, very clean for a continuation place. It could be that it stops us out and it just like pretty much pulls back right away. The stop will be below the low. We're going to go for a 1-to-1. I do not like to go for more than 1-to-1 when trading all-time highs. And I'm in that long on my funded accounts, my live account, as well as on the challenge account, 0 to hero challenge. We're going to set the stop loss below the low here. So we're risking $585 to make $585. There we go. Everything is set up. And now we play the waiting game. Right, it looks like we're about to get stopped out on this play. If this holds and pushes up through the 84s, 85s, and then goes to TP, I will be very surprised at this point. But yeah, the risk is minimized. We're at 265 max loss, and that would be the trade for today, if it happens. All right. What a brutal day. Damn. We entered this trade at 3 a.m. Eastern time and stuck through it until 6:33 Eastern time. So 3.5 hours of consolidation. Unfortunately, my target 1 on this was 98.50, and that was when I would have moved break even, but it never touched. So once we reversed here after making a new all-time high, I got stopped out, unfortunately. I didn't realize that today was a holiday in Germany, and that obviously has a big impact. That's also why the volume was much lower. I mean, here on the 5-minute chart, you see brutal consolidation. Almost got stopped out here already at 520, but wasn't due to 1 tick. But ultimately ended up getting stopped out for 12 points. So nothing really crazy. Also here on Project X, you can see My entry was at 25,184.75 and I exited at 25,171.50. So yeah, small loss, $270. We're down this week. It was a red week. Day 1, we didn't take any trades. Day 2, we took a big loss on oil. Day 3 now, we took a small loss on NASDAQ. The account balance is currently $49,117.24. That means we are $1,117 away from the max loss limit. I guess we'll bounce back next week. And for now, I'm just gonna lock myself out for the rest of the day.